This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs.
And that game against Houston, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
So the Nets starting five. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low.
Here we go.
And for Charlotte, we've got Knipple. Scott is out there with Scott. Then it's Bridges. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Just 2 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Bridges finds Scott. Scott a screen. And it's Scott with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Scott, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Demon, defended by Scott. Claxton the pass to Porter. Shoots over Knipple. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's their first look at this year's Brooklyn team here for their first regular season game.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Outside, Porter lets it go with a 3. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Scott with the screen on Thomas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Porter. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Scott against Thomas. Pulls from the top of the key. Scott missing again.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
But Trey, his first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. And after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. Now Scott, following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Over Demon. Scott missing again.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Clowney. He has yet to score.
Charlotte foul. Stop. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Hornets trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Here on Michael Porter. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Here's Bridges. Scoreless thus far. Outside, Scott to stop the drought. Brooklyn with the rebound. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped. That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
The score now all even. 6 points for the franchise.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. The Nets working the ball around now. And the 3 ball is good.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Now, here's Scott. Out to the right wing. Pass to Scott. Over Thomas. Scott, good. Scott's got 8 points.
Well, for Knipple, passing will be a key in his development.
And Claxton throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Scott. Over Demon. Scott can't get it to go. And it's Porter with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game. 3-pointer. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. He's got 12.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Bridges. And here is Scott. To the left side wing. Plenty of space. Here's Porter. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Charlotte shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And again, the Hornets missing. Brooklyn leading by 8. Pass to Clowney. Here's Demon. And a wide open look for Porter. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Scott. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Hornets 4th.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. Mann's checked in for the Nets. And so,
Timeout,
Jordan
timeout.
Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Everyone get loud and give it up for your Hive hip-hop crew. Let's give them a big round of applause.
On the wing, Porter buries it from three-point range. Porter's got 17.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Scott. And again, the Hornets missing.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Porter in the corner. Pass to Clowney. 6 on the shot clock. Claxton against Scott. Claxton no good.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in the mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, that's not easy to come by.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Scott. Will it go? Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Demon. No scoring in this one. Man in the corner. Got a hand on it. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Miller's checked in for Kneppel. Three on the clock. A 3 off the inbound. Man can't hit. Hornets trail by 13. Miller, right side. Here's Scott. Charlotte again missing.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Martin finds Sharp. The Nets working the ball around now. Williams, that's good.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them. Back to Scott. Six to shoot. Kept alive. Here's Scott. Pass to Diabate. There's Miller with the three. The rebound by Sharp.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Wolf. Still scoreless. There's the pick. Here's Mann. And again, it's Brooklyn with the three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Sharp. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. It's Scott on the wing. They could use a bucket. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. Scott against Martin. Here's Wolf. Outside Williams. Pass to Wolf. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good on the three. Hornets trail by 19. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hogs, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
.104 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Martin. Hasn't made one yet. Trains the three-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Now here's Williams. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Wide open look. Plumlee with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Clock at 6. Outside, Scott. Misses the three. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Then it's Plumlee, then it's Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Kevin, back to you.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, Martin. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Martin, the pass to Williams. Now, here's Sharp. Sharp with a screen on Ball. Pass to Williams. And the 3 off target. Hornets trail by 18. Here's Knipple. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Knipple's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's the screen. Outside Williams. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the defense gets tripped up by the screen, leaving him free to take his shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Michael Porter comes in for Martin. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Now Porter following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Williams, that's a two-pointer, and again it's the Nets missing. Hornets trail by 18. And it's Ball in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
So much confidence from Ball. Been doing that since he was a youngin'.
Outside Porter. Claxton finds Porter. On the wing, Williams. To the middle. Here's Clowney, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Somebody doesn't have rhythm. Oh, yeah.
Plumlee, who's checked in for Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Hornets now. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Miller dishes the ball. No good from outside.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now, Ball. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Plumlee sets the pick for Knipple. Sinks the three-pointer. Knipple's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to man. Here's Clowney. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Porter. 17 points in the game.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Ball kicks to Miller. Plumlee sets the pick for Miller. That three off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 19 points. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Porter. Shot on the wing. The Hornets pull it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
So, Richard, when you look over Mason Plumlee's career, he's made a bunch of stops.
7 different teams during his first 12 seasons, but he is a big man that has a lot of desirable assets for so many teams.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Demon after the basket by Charlotte. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 19 points.
And the size Porter Jr. has helps him on those physical takes. Great work inside there.
Hornets trail by 19. Miller, the pass to Plumlee. Outside, ball. Over Demon. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Porter. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Plumlee sets the pick for Ball. Miller with the ball. Still without a basket. 6 to shoot. From 17 feet out. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Demon, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Attention, everyone. Look who's coming onto the court. It's your Hornets Bomb Squad. Get out and get noisy, fans. It's your Bomb Squad.
Charlotte making some changes. Scott comes in for Knipple. And it's Scott in for Brandon Miller. Nets leading by 19. Here's Demon. Still yet to score. And the Nets miss again. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Plumlee. Clock at 4. A second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Scott. It's good from long range. Scott's got 13.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Demon. Just 5 to shoot. Over Scott. And it's Demon missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Mann. He's got 5. And it's Demon missing.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
Scott kicks to Scott. The 3. Scott missing again.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Mann. Here's Demon. To end the drought. No, once again, for the 7th time in 7 shots, he is still an 0-for. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And the Hornets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Bridges, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And taking a look here at some stats for Miles Bridges. Last season, he played outstanding. Around 20 points per game last season. 7 rebounds and 4 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
He gives them a jolt of energy down low every time he comes into the game. That's something any coach loves to have.
Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. Here's Thomas. It's blocked. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Here's Wolf. Nothing on the board. 4 on the clock. For 3, Williams. Sharp. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 20.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now, here's Scott. Bridges outside. It's the 3-point bomb. Bridges has got 7 points here in this quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Up top, Sharp. Back to Martin. Fires from deep. Scott pulls it in. Hornets trail by 17. Now, Knippel. He's got 6. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Pass to Sharp. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. .133 left now here in the second. Thomas, that's good.
Decisive reaction on the catch and shoot. Thomas always plays like he's got something to prove.
Looking to get back on track here. No good on that one. Great D that time from Martin. Thomas dishes to Martin. Back to Thomas. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Pass to Scott. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. Scott's got 5 points so far.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Williams, that's good.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Bridges outside. Back to Scott. Fires the three, and it's the Hornets another three.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Nets leading by 15. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Sharp the pass to Williams. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Scott Thomas with the block. And he recovers it. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Nets out in front, up by 16. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
You take a look at the Hornets. I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they've still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Charlotte Hornets.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Hornets trail by 16. Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Demon. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the 4. Now Thomas following Miles Bridges' three-point attempt.
Not just a scorer, Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
And so here's Charlotte. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Demon, defended by Scott. Porter outside, and the Nets another 3.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Pass to Knipple. And here is Bridges. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bridges has got 10 points.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
There's Porter with the 3. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Knipple, no good. Nets leading by 19. It's Thomas on the wing, defended by Scott. The kick out to Porter. No good with the triple. Hornets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Scott. Off target from outside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Nets missing. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The kick out to Scott. A three-pointer is right on target. 11 points in the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Claxton with it. He's got 8. Here's Porter. It's tipped. Outside, Scott. Pass to Knippel. They set the screen. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 16. Here's Thomas. He's on target from 8 feet out. Thomas got 7.
Oh, inside. Cam Thomas really relies on his agility and touch to get it done.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Now it's the numbers for Thomas. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged 24 per clip, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Now, here's Scott. He's got 11. Bridges deciding where to go with it. To the inside, the kick out to Scott. Here's Knippel. Charlotte no good that time either.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And it's Demon missing.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Inside, Clowney. Knippel with the rebound. Knippel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on. And last season, their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
Here's Demon. He has yet to score. Here's Clowney. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Timeout. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Thomas.
Number 14, Terrence Mann. Let's hear it for your dancing mascot, Hugo.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
Bridges shot, good.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Brooklyn leading by 18. Pass to Mann. Now here's Porter. Here's the three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Claxton. And Brooklyn making a change here. Here's Scott. 11 points in the game. Pass to Bridges. The three. And it's the Hornets, another three.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Now Claxton, 8 points for him. On the wing, Mann. Defended by Scott. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Demon. And the Nets miss again. Hornets trail by 15. Tied by Scott. Scott, good. Scott's got 4 this quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Here's Mann. After the basket by Charlotte. Charlotte making a switch. Diabate's checked in.
Substitution on the board.
On defense, the Hornets. Nets passing it around. Powell outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Wolf. Bangs home the trifecta. Wolf got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
Now, here's Scott. 11 points in the game. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Here's Knippel following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Jacks up a three. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Wolf. Back to Powell. Here's Wolf. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen away. Here's Scott. It's Scott on the wing. Shoots over Powell. Scott missing again.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Scott against Powell. Here's Mann. Pass to Highsmith. Shot clock at 6. Powell outside. From the arc. Hornets with the rebound. Knippel's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Here's Scott. Scott missing again. And so Powell will bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 17. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Wolf, defended by Scott. Here's Mann, and it's off from three-point range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's good, 2 points. Diabate's got his third basket of the night right there.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Show your spirit, man. Robert's giving away against a free t-shirt. Want to take home a free t-shirt, man? We're looking for the loudest section. Let's go, man. Here comes the t-shirt.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Sharp. All comes in for Scott. Williams looking around. Pass to Wilson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Wilson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Ball. Here's Scott, covered by Martin. Scott can't get it to go. Nets leading by 18. Here's Etienne. No scoring in this one. Outside Williams. Off target from three-point range. The Hornets shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Etienne. Following the basket by Mason Plumlee.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
And here are the Hornets now. Pass to Plumlee. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
1:29 left in the third. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
The rebound by the Nets. Sharp's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, he averaged 25 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
They feel confident with him at the helm. He's effective at running the offense, and having someone like that off the bench is an absolute luxury.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Miles Bridges comes in for Plumlee, and Miller's subbed in for Scott. Here's Ball. Good, nice job down low. Ball's got 7.
The graceful touch on the floater. Ball making it look easy.
Nets leading by 14. Here's Etienne. Still yet to score. Five on the clock. And Thomas has it in the corner. Good on the triple. Thomas got a pair of threes now here in the third for Brooklyn.
And Thomas is a very efficient shooter from those corners.
And here is Ball. 7 points in the game. Puts it up from 12. He can't get it to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nets lead by 17. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. All out there with Scott. And it's Diabate in at the center. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Here's Demon to the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Inside, poked away. Here's Bridges. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Nicholas Claxton.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Hornets trail by 16. There's Ball with the 3. Porter pulls it in.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Out to the wing. Here's Demon. Covered by Miller. Outside Thomas. Lets it go from deep. The Hornets pull it in. Bridges has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Left side, Ball. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he lays it up and in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And that one's good by Porter.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game, very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Now, here's Ball. And good that time.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Demon. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Nets passing it around. Thomas outside. Miller grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Diabate. And the rejection by Claxton. A shot by Diabate. No good. Here's Demon. Back to Porter. Here's Mann, covered by Miller. Mann gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 17.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
So it's the Hornets now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Scott kicks to Bridges. Ball against Thomas. Ball no good. Brooklyn leading by 17. Mann in the corner. Off target with his three.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
They set the pick to the inside. The kick out to Scott. Trying to find Ball. He gets it to him. Misses from close range.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Mann, covered by Miller. Porter, no luck. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Scott, good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Here's Demon. Pass to Thomas. Claxton a screen on Ball. Ball against Thomas. Here's Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Ball against Thomas. Left side, Miller. Outside, Scott. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Thomas down low. He's covered by Ball. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Here's Ball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Bridges. Here's Scott. Scott missing again. Outside Thomas. Pass to Mann. Here's Demon. No good on the triple.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Bridges. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Down low, Claxton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Pass to Scott. Count it.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
Now, here's Thomas. Here's Porter. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
Assisted.
Thomas got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Ball. Pass to Diabate. Now Scott. Over Demon. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Claxton. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Now, here's Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Demon. A three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 15. Miller surveying the floor. Outside, Scott. And it's ball in the corner. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Nets leading by 15. And stolen by Miller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Moving it up. Here's Diabate.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Burnett shooting in this game, 45%. Outside, Porter. Here's Demon. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Mann. And it's blocked. Bridges inside. Porter's there. Porter pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Porter. No good there. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
He parachutes in for the putback.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So both teams making some changes here. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now here's Porter. Got it to go off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
That is a perfect placement of that dime, just guided it right to him.
Nets leading by 11. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Demon. Paxton a screen on Scott. It's in. His shot is pure.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Demon. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And it's on.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was from Michael Porter.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Brooklyn with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead. Now Thomas. Claxton a screen on Scott. Thomas fires. The shot misses. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Not gonna go. Here's Demon. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Michael Porter.